And not too surprising to be sharing this news with all of you guys. As per usual, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the Esports Talk Show. Yet again in the Fortnite scene. A scene that is full of money and full of youngsters and also full of cheaters. I think we can all agree every esports scene is riddled with cheaters, but especially Fortnite with all the money involved. There's probably plenty out there that never will be caught. So it's kind of a fortunate circumstance when there are pro players who did get caught. Now, unfortunate, of course, for the person who was, that being now a former Fortnite pro known as Kez, was playing alongside Nano as well as Sizz in a trio event, and he was actually caught hacking. Well, it was all found out and exposed during the event this past weekend, which is, pretty crazy.
Loser.
What is that? Dude, how have we only found one dragon shotgun? What?
Why did you just leave?
What?
You just
Kez
got
was
banned.
struck by the... What?
What?
What the fuck? Nope.
But after all this went down, it was further exposed he had apparently bought some hacks as well, even statements of those payments being made. And shortly after, of course, that event did go down, him being caught during the event, he deactivated Twitter. Now, I'm not one to say that deactivating Twitter is a sign of guilt, but the few stories I've covered on this channel where deactivations of Twitter do happen very, very early on, usually is not a good sign for the defendant in this case, and there was no defending, as it seems quite obvious Kez has now been caught, unfortunately, using hacks. Now, also a former FNCS winner and champion, so it makes this story all the crazier as we continue. Slowly but surely, there are plenty of names out there to be caught. This is just, the first thing I think about every time I cover young pros is you threw away everything for this. Who knows how long he was hacking, which events he used said soft hacks for, but it doesn't really matter now because you will now forever be known as the guy who bought hacks and cheated. And yes, I know a lot of you out there might be saying, okay, if he had to hack and if he had to cheat, he never had the skill set to make it anyway. Yeah, you might be right, but now for sure, this kid will most likely never be a pro gamer ever again because he chose to make this choice. Now, in doing so as well, we apparently have the maker, the developer of this said cheat, attempting or maybe willing to expose other pros who've actually bought the same cheat from him in the past. We'll see if that does happen. But apparently this was actually known ahead of time, as even his trio mates were told ahead of time and thought it was a troll. As messages ahead of the event did say, should I tell you how your FNCS with Nanolite is going to end? Are you a fortune teller, he asks. Kez gonna get banned before the season ends, LOL. Defo before he's able to withdraw the money from the events. I know this because he's using cheats from a crappy dev who gets detected once every 2 to 3 months. And then, after all that, yes, it actually did go down, and Kez has now been exposed for buying these said hacks. It's just, it's not necessarily fun to cover. I'm glad that people like this can get exposed, but it does definitely continue to suck to see as we keep on covering all of these cheating stories. It just seems so prevalent, not only in Fortnite, but across all of these scenes. So, yet again, we start off the week, guys, by covering a cheater now being exposed mid-event. It's pretty crazy, and if you guys are aspiring pros out there, is this worth throwing everything away for? I don't know. I'll never be a pro, so I can't really speak from that front. Hope you guys all enjoy. As per usual, you know what to do, all right? Drink that wa, drink that call. I'll catch you back here next time. Take care.